Carl here from Brrraaains Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. Got 3 items in this news video for you. We begin with a big one. It's Korn, who've shared Forgotten, their first offering of 2022, and a second song from the upcoming studio album, Requiem, due on the 4th of February via Loma Vista Recordings. Forgotten arrives with a visualizer created by FX, that's EFFIXX, who did the VFX work in the video for Korn's first Requiem single, Start the Healing, which was directed by Tim Sensatini of Flying Lotus from the Jules Depeche Mode. Start the Healing itself sits at number 5 in the mainstream rock chart, so Korn have been doing very, very well already. Over the last week, you'll have seen things. Forgotten has been teased via Easter eggs across the internet with different stems from the song hidden on their website, newsletter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Makerspace in preparation for the single's drop. But it's out now, so you can check it out. It also arrives on the heels of Korn's 2022 US tour announcement, which begins March 4th and is produced by Live Nation. They'll be accompanied by very special guests, Chevrolet and Code Orange on this 19-date arena tour. Korn is also performing 4 nights with System of a Down, beginning on January 31st in Phoenix, followed by a stop in San Diego on February 1st, and 2 sold-out shows in Los Angeles on February 4th and 5th at Bank of California Stadium. If you're in the UK though, you gotta wait till Download. They are set to play the main stage of Download Festival on Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Up next is InVisions, as the arrival of their upcoming album draws closer. The Yorkshire metalcore heavyweights InVisions are kicking off 2022 with the release of its colossal title track, Deadlock, which will be the final single to be taken from the record. Conceived and self-recorded by the band in lockdown and mixed by producer Joe Graves of Ask and Alexandria, Def Havana, Glamour of the Kill, Deadlock is InVisions' most complete and ambitious statement to date. The 3rd record since their formation in 2016, so they've been keeping it snappy. Deadlock asserts InVisions as one of the hungriest and most promising bands of the British metalcore scene. Though wanting to avoid specifically writing about the pandemic, 18 months inside and almost 2 years away from the stage has given pause for reflection that inevitably worked its way into the album's lyrics. Across its tracks, Deadlock takes looks at loss, frustration, self-doubt, and the other things that come up when distractions at a minimum and life's question marks begin to loom. Can't blame them for that. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for any band to have written music during the lockdown COVID period and not found it influencing their work in some way. Deadlock arrives on the 11th of February 2022. And lastly, Misfire, the Chicago-based thrash trio and recent MNRK heavy signees, will release their Sympathy for the Ignorant debut full-length on the 1st of April 2022. In advance of the record's release, the band have unveiled a video for the very first single, Fractured. Misfire makes old-school flavoured thrash metal devastation with the kind of bombastic firepower that could wake the dead. In addition of classic metal trios like Venom, Motorhead and Raven, Misfire makes more noise than bands twice their size, producing song after song of unrelenting fury. It is music that could have arrived in the thrash golden age of 1986 when bands like Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Dark Angel and Sodom delivered vital records. And yet Misfire is forward thinking, injecting modern metal mastery into their brew for a powerful, timeless sound. Created in a small studio and engineered by the bassist and vocalist Sean Coogan, the debut album for Misfire is free from click tracks and other unnecessary frills, projecting the purity of what 3 musicians raised on Pantera and the Big Four sound like in a room together. Sympathy for the Ignorant is heavy, confident and filled with a kind of earworm thrash metal riffs that send aspiring players to a guitar store. In just a short couple of years, Misfire have quickly shared the stage with thrash legend Sacred Reich and modern throwback bands like Iron Reagan and Warbringer. Misfire is poised to give the world a much needed dose of Windy City whiplash. Get ready. I think it's going to be a banger. Got any thoughts on these news items? You know what to do. Drop it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?